Fernandez versus Marsilio Brown to see who can join Ricardo Campello in the final of the Wind and Waves Festival here in Gran Canaria, Pozo Beach. And what a day this last day has turned out to be. We got here at 7 o'clock this morning, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't looking hopeful. There was a few sorry-looking faces, but it's turned out to be a beautiful day.
And we got
awesome
more sorry-looking faces and more smiley faces as well.
Got a couple of sorry-looking faces in the commentary booth, trying to put a brave face on it. Okay, so it's going to be Marsilio Brown. Victor's already turning round. Green flag is up. Let's follow Brawzinho out to the point. Big!
Oh, that was sick.
A very nice start to the heat from Brown.
Nice. Well, that's how you want to open your heat. That's a good way to start if you want to get to that final. Victor on the wave. Not going to be counting wave for him probably. Tide should be pushing now, but it still looks very dry around the bunker. It's almost unrideable there. You really have to be on the inside riding now. So, didn't we see a double from Victor on the first run? That's unlikely, not like him.
I think he's probably looking for one now. He's out the back and he's hunting a
one.
ramp down. Here we go, Victor Fernandez. Not the height he wanted. Won't be as big as Brawzinho's first score, that is for sure.
No.
But it is a double
He
in
makes
the
those
bag.
interesting doubles though. Like he goes around on himself. He doesn't have that much forward momentum on his doubles.
Definitely speeds up on that second rotation.
Looks pretty cool. But he needed that one to be higher. Well, Brawzinho, forward of the lip into nice backside hit and another few backsides. Good start to the heat. And he gets a...
Oh, no, he doesn't. Spoke too soon. Okay, what's going on Twitter? We got Lars saying, I got 4 stitches on the side of my foot. Fell on the reef. Couldn't sail for 2 months. Big respect to Ricardo. If you don't know, Ricardo's got 11 stitches in the top of his foot, and he has already made the final. People were writing him off with 11 stitches.
It's kind of like Swifty with a broken toe when he just put it back in, taped it together, and sailed on.
Victor having a lovely wave here, just delivering some really nice fluid transitions all the way through that wave. That'll be quite a big scorer. Not the biggest wave, but super fluid. We got Andrea Cookie will be smiling for 4 windsurf, and so will the black team, and Neil Pride JP probably not. Well, maybe you got a good point. Maybe Neil's watching. 1 foot, 1 hand. Marsilio Brown lands it. Looks good. We've got Bono saying, no, we haven't. Yeah, we have. We've got a few people saying a few things. Italian Speedo sail for Ricardo. Yeah, well, I'm going to miss them all. Let's go back to the top. Far too many.
Retweet. We're going to be looking at them now.
If I've missed anything interesting, you have to tell me. What was that from Victor? Did we see? Just a forward, table forward, was it?
Just
saw the end of it.
Seen the end of it.
So this is to make the final. The winner of this heat goes against Ricardo Campello. The loser will go against Jager Stone for that fight for the 3rd spot. And that will be, they'll both be interesting. Like I said, heard from Jager, he was absolutely out on his feet, dry heaving, pretty knackered. And it's surprising, they're 15-minute heats, but when you're working the waves and when you're in competition mode and your adrenaline's pumping, it knackers you out so quickly.
Especially in the conditions when you actually have to pump to get on that wave and force everything and then pump on the way out because you're underpowered and yeah, you get tired, I think.
Ricardo Campello tweeting a few things. Not sure what he's tweeting at the moment. Oh, someone's retweeted him. There we go. I was going to say, he seems to be pretty cool, calm and collected.
Tweeting now.
Send us a message.
Yeah, these days people tweet everything, don't they? You never know.
There's a table forward from Victor. Like I said, I missed the beginning of it, so only the end I saw.
The table.
The table. So who's leading so far? We're just waiting for our scores.
Ooh, one-footed, one-handed backy from Victor. Quite wet landing, but...
Really stretched out, though. More stretched out than Brown's. I don't know if the judges... Well, you know, he was a bit wetter as well.
Like a starfish, he was.
Like a starfish. Is that what they should have called it?
Yeah, I reckon. Starfish backlip. Ooh,
we can have a Brazilian final, they're saying. Brazilian final. Well, I'm going to call him Venezuelan. He's got Venezuelan flag everywhere. So, sorry, Brazilians. I know he's Brazilian, but he's claiming Venezuela. He's got Venezuelan sail number. He's disowned you, boys. He saw that 7-1 thrashing and decided it was over. I'm just kidding. He sells for everyone. He's like a Bjorn.
I would stop digging there.
Yeah,
You're going to get in trouble.
I'm going to actually see
no access to South America anymore.
Okay, this is Marsilio Brown. I would love to have the live scoring right up at the moment. Come on,
Oof.
internet. That was slightly little table at the front. It wasn't, but it...
I have a little stalled double, but is it going to be better than the...
It looked table-ish at the beginning. It wasn't, obviously, but it looked a little bit of a kick on it, but a good double. Definitely stalled a little bit.
Still waiting for those results to drop. I'm going to just maybe press the refresh button. What do you think?
We'll try it, see how it goes. We'll probably get a white screen in a minute and it'll all go blank. So at the moment, Victor Fernandez versus Marsilio Brown in what looks to me from here, without seeing the live scores, quite a close heat.
Yeah, but still 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Both of these guys can do a lot in this time, so
more than half the heat. I'm guessing Marsilio might be slightly ahead at the moment. That would be my call. Come on, scores. Give us some scores. This is Marsilio Brown, 360. Lands it. Oh, he's going to feel good now, and he's going to pump his way onto a clean section and try and make the most.
Work it out all
he probably wants to reverse, but he doesn't want to risk too much because he wants to keep that 360 and wave counting. So you could see he didn't want to push too hard. He's right on the rocks down there, but he wanted to make sure the judges could see he could ride something after it. What he was riding, I don't know, but that's kind of how it works here. You've got to pull off that move.
To be honest, there's not much out there. I mean, the only breaking waves are the ones breaking really on the rocks, so nothing breaking out the back. It's super tricky.
This is Victor Fernandez. It does look like the reigning world champion. He's looking good at the moment. Could he undo Victor Fernandez? Victor Fernandez with a little bit of work to do by my unofficial working, but a little pop aerial into a 360. Now, Aleix did one of these earlier, and the judges didn't really reward him. Will they reward Victor Fernandez? Wow. Well, I don't know. We're about to see.
I don't know, but there still has been a bit more wave in Aleix's heat. Here
I tell you what, he's got something in his eyes. He looks fired up for something. Not sure what he wants.
Still don't have the scores coming through, which is a bit disappointing at that point. Exactly halfway through the heat. What have we seen if we go back? I don't even remember. There's been so many moves going down today, but both guys got a double. Definitely advantage Brown on the double, I would say.
And on the waves too.
And on the waves. What's the second jump scoring? We had the starfish backloop from Victor and the table forward from Victor. But what else did we have from Brawzinho? Oh, another one. One-handed, one-footed. Better landed now.
Landed. Definitely better. Yeah, we've lost internet, like our own internet, with the scores on it, so no doubt you guys at home have probably got it. We haven't got it here. So, it's a big backside shaka. Not really on the way, but it was on the lump, but not off the lip. I think the judges won't like it as much. But then again,
you know, people, when they wiggle all the way in on that wave, that's not a wave. It's surely better to do a shaka and wiggle.
Yeah, but there was nothing.
Okay, he knows it. I think he just
disappeared.
Gave up on that one.
It's a shame because it was pretty big.
Yeah, it was like a stalled one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
We got 21-12 for Lopez, apparently. Christian just Skyping me because we can't get the scores, which is very helpful. 21-12 for Lopez. What's Brown got? Let's have a look. Cheers, Christian, for that. Brow on 23-49. So at the moment, Brawzinho with quite a comfortable lead. Let's see if we can get our live page back. Why won't it load? I don't know why they give us the rubbish internet in here.
You think Victor's making his way up to get it? Oh, stalled Endo double.
He came down a bit end on the end of that one. I mean, that just goes to show how good Costa's was earlier. I mean, his was a proper stalled. Was he underscored?
Was
Let's not take it away from Ricardo Campella. I don't want to even go there.
No, but was he?
I would be interested to know what everyone thinks.
What did he get? He got like 9 points, didn't he?
No, but he wasn't a 10.
9-12.
It definitely wasn't a... No, he got mid-9s, but he wasn't a 10, that's for sure. And I'm kind of thinking, what is better than that stalled double that Costa did earlier? There we go. We've got the scores back up and running now. There we go. Took a while. So that double forward from Brown, the last one was 9-12. Not the one we've just seen, the one before that, which was another big one. 8-2-5 for Fernandez's one, which obviously we know he can probably improve by a point on that. So that would bring him a point closer, but he's still got to find a point and a half on the waves because he's about a point and a half wrong. So it would only take, with 4.5 minutes to go, a very big scoring wave from Victor in about the 8-9 range.
He's not getting the waves as easily as in the previous heats. Obviously, it's got harder because he's struggling. But he's got 4 minutes to go. I think he's going to try to work his way in.
He needs
maybe a better double.
We know he's capable of a better double and a bigger double. But at the moment, it's Brown that will be going into that final against Ricardo Campello to fight it out, to see who can be the king of Pozo for 2014. And I don't want to say this, but Marsilio Brown, his bet attack is on starboard.
Yeah, that's scary, isn't it? Although saying that, he did better. I don't know if it's his
bet attack.
He did sail better in the Sportac comps last year in Maui. Oh, that's
now nice. Now that is an answered back double. Wasn't as stalled, wasn't as high, but it was super so fast clean. So clean. Yeah. How do you rate that? Is the stalled one harder? It must be, because Brown lands these ones cleaner. He doesn't land the stall one clean, and that's where that Costa controversy.
And he goes much more endo on the stalled one, so obviously it's harder to make a sideways rotation after you do a tabletop. But you can see that even on normal forwards, when people try tabletop forwards, they tend to go more endo. So
well, I want a tabletop. He's just tweaking the board out to get the board off downwind before he sheets in. Kind of a key. Like if anyone's out there trying to do forwards, big forwards, the key is to get the board off the wind before you pull the sail in. That's kind of a big key for stall forwards. The boys at the back, I'm not sure they're having a chat here. They're probably just waiting for waves. So both probably know they've both done good jumps and they're thinking, okay, it's going to come down to waves. So now the mind games are starting to get played and they're thinking,
2 minutes.
Wow, my wave's been pretty
35
good. How's
seconds.
It been? We've got about 2.5 points separating them. So Victor Fernandez needs about an 8.7 wave. Pretty big scoring wave he's going to need, but we still haven't had his double drop yet, which will be increasing the score, so he probably won't need much. Maybe a goiter. No, not going to find it off that wave. So things will change.
You think? It looks like he's trying to.
Yeah, no, you're watching the delayed one.
Oh, sorry.
We've already seen that
a bit slow, people.
On the local screen. We've seen what has already happened. But I tell you what, he's going to improve that double by at least a point. So that puts him, for me, on 22-12. And that only leaves him a point and a bit behind. So he would only need, well, not much. Well, there you go. It's all been added up for us. Victor Fernandez is leading.
Oh, my God. And that's a not very narrow
he's just
lead.
Landed a frontside 360 and he just went off the front. But Victor Fernandez has gone into the lead. 988. Whoa. I mean, it was a good, clean, stomp double, dry as dry.
Fair play, but stalled double from Costa was less,
very interesting. I'm sure the Brazilians are going to go crazy. Well, we'll have to wait for it to recalculate, but that, if you don't get a 10 for the stall double and you get 988 for that, oh, wow. But it was good. I would want 10 if I'd landed
maybe
it.
Conditions are harder. Oh, nice forward of the lip from Brown.
Needs to land this. He's going to struggle to get the win.
Come on, he's on it. He's got it.
Well,
what else can he squeeze in on that wave? Looks like it's still there. Another frontside hit.
Going to need a bit more. How far is he behind? That's a very good scoring wave from Marsilio Brown.
Scoring wave. That might put him right back in the game then. What? The scores disappeared again.
Okay, we'll hope these scores drop back very soon.
There
but this is going to be super close. Marsilio Brown needs to get 8 points for that wave, I think. But Victor, was he just land a goiter?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He is coming together at the end of this heat, Victor Fernandez, and he is taking it by storm. Oh, this is going to be so close with about 20 seconds to go. I don't know what to think. 988 for that double for Victor Fernandez. I mean, it was clean, it was bolt upright, and it was pretty high. But we haven't seen such big scores for the doubles until then.
But then again, the goiter from Ricardo scored a lot of points as well in the previous rounds, and Victor just pulled one
Okay, that's
off.
the end of the heat, so we'll have to wait for those scores to be finalised. But as it stands now, we're still waiting for Brazzinho's last wave, 7-12. It will be Fernandez going into the next round by my reckoning.
Still waiting for his wave to drop.
I mean, to be honest,
are we certain these are the final results?
I would have given Victor just over 9.2, 9.3 from the scores we've seen in, so 0.5 less. And by my score sheet, he still would go to the next round with that score.
Yeah.
So I think even if he hadn't been scored so big for that double, he would have still advanced by
especially if his wave now with the goiter is going to be more than 638. We're still waiting.
You might be right, actually. You might be right. But Victor Fernandez, for our reckoning, is in the next round. Really did. It looked like Brown had it all the way till the end. But Victor Fernandez just coming on strong. We said he'd been training. We said he was the man. Look at us. The voice is going.